So hello guys, my name is Caleb, and today we're going to be doing the Nanowrimo Tag. You're probably sick and tired of me talking about Nanowrimo 24/7, but this is how my life is going right now, and I'm dying. This tag is a bunch of questions about my Nanowrimo life. There's a bunch of questions about my stories I've written, and how I write, and what I've written. I don't know who this was created by, so good luck if you really want to find that. Question number 1. How many times have you done Nanowrimo? This year is going to be my 3rd year participating. I honestly can't believe that. It feels like just yesterday I had found out about Nanowrimo and I was like, I'm doing it this year, and I started plotting out and then I wrote. Question number 2, how did you first find out about Nanowrimo? So a bunch of people that I had followed back in 2014, like that I was subscribed to, that I had followed on Twitter and stuff, a bunch of people started posting about Nanowrimo, like Nanowrimo's coming up. I think it was like in like September, maybe like early October. So it was like super close to the event, and I found out about it and I kind of did some research. I found out that it was National Novel Writing Month. For some reason, every time like in years prior that I had heard Nanowrimo, in my mind I thought it was like some anime thing. Anime kind of freaks me out. Okay, moving on. Then I watched a video that came up in my subscriptions, and it was this video and somebody was talking about what they were writing, and I was like, an anime? Are you writing anime? No, it was a novel. And so I like went on the website and I found out that you try to write 50,000 words. At that time I had never written a story before. Like I had written a story before, but it was like 20 pages. I learned a lot more about it, and then I was like, maybe I should participate. And I had a story in my mind for a while, and I was like, I'm gonna draft it in like a month. So yes, then I participated. Question number 3, what was the name of the first novel you wrote? Oh no, I don't know if I want to share this, because here's my thing, okay? Here's my thing. I never share anything that I write. I don't share titles, characters. Should I share the real title? No, here's my thing. Here's my problem. The first story that I wrote for Nanowrimo, even though now I see it and I'm like, I'm not a big fan of that, I could have made it a lot better, I still see it as my baby. I still see it as something that someday I can return to and make it as good as it can be. So it's like, do I want to share the title and have possibly be plagiarized? Because I'm really proud of that title. I'm never gonna share it. Okay, let's move on. Question number 4. Give us a 1-sentence summary of what you're writing this year. Oh boy. Friends have fun in secret setting, and summer, and fun, and friends. Yeah. Question number 5, what's the best writing advice that you've received? One of the best things that I can share with you is just write. I feel like a lot of times, especially during my first year of NaNoWriMo, I was really self-conscious about what I would be writing. I'd be like, is this good enough? Does this sentence make sense? Is this character necessary? Is it good enough? It is good enough, I can promise you that. In a few months, future you can come in and be like, oh, that doesn't make sense, let's change it to this. Before you can have a perfect novel, you have to have a terrible first draft to learn from and build from that. The draft you write isn't the house. The draft you write is the foundation that the house will be built on. I just came up with that. I'm really good at this. Let's say you finished like multiple drafts, now you have your house built. Now it's time to paint it and add some coloring and add furniture and move into it, and then it will be perfect and you'll live there and it'll be happy and fun. I just came up with that. I'm proud of myself. Question number 6. Did you ever take a year off of writing for NaNoWriMo? No, because it's only my 3rd year. Question number 7. What is the biggest... Wait, no, wrong. Question number 7. What is your biggest inspiration when trying to figure out something to write? Something that I find a lot of inspiration in is music. You can find music and kind of get a tone you're looking for. Like last year when I wrote my dark, desolate fantasy novel, I listened to like some dark music. I honestly can't even tell you where I got the idea for that. Like honestly, I don't even remember. It just sprung up and I had a bunch of different ideas. Something that I do all the time while I'm drafting or outlining or plotting or anything like that, I'll just like turn on my music, turn on like my playlist for that, like my vibes playlist for whatever story I'm writing, and I'll just walk in nature. As you're walking and as you're listening to the music, you're getting into the vibe. Think about the nature, just like think about your story, and just think about what makes sense for your characters and stuff like that. Normally ideas flood in. Question number 8. This is the one I've been dreading. Read us the first sentence from one of your stories. Oh wait, I wanted to read that headline. Texting driver killed a 79-year-old man. Her sentence: 4 days in jail. I can't believe it. I remember the first sentences of both of them, obviously. I'm gonna be honest, I never edited my story for NaNoWriMo 2014, so this is gonna be rough. I hate this sentence so much. I hate this sentence. And the font is so big. How big is this font? 14? I write in 12-point font now, and like seeing this 14, I'm like, what is this? Let's read it now. I hate this sentence so much, and I promise you this is definitely, how old was I when this happened? Like 13, 14. When I wrote this, I was like 14. I just turned 14 years old, so keep that in mind. The huge door lifts over my head and the loud cheers begin. I hate it so much. Okay, so now time to 2015. I'm more proud of this one, and I hope you can see the improvement. Should I read the first sentence from the prologue or from the actual chapter 1? We'll do both. Oh, I feel really confident sharing the prologue with you because it doesn't give any names or places. It says, "The girl didn't expect it." Love it. So good. I love that first sentence. I don't know why. It's so basic and annoying, but it's good. I feel really confident about this first paragraph, so I'm gonna share my first full paragraph of my story from NaNoWriMo 2015. Are you ready? The hustling from the docks is full of chaos. I hear shouts from the vendors around me and the daily noises of all the people who live in the chaos. Today I will escape the bondage that has held me captive for an entire year. Dun dun dun. Hope you liked it. Buy it on Audible. Question number 9. Why do you like to write? What? Wait, what was the question again? I feel like every reader's dream is to become a best-selling author, and like I had that since I was like 6. I love the feeling of creating something from scratch, having a really basic idea, and then creating it from the ground up until you have a castle. Something I love about reading is that you can leave our world, our basic annoying world, and you can go to somewhere awesome with magic and fighting and all this awesome things. That's how it is for writing too, but you created it. That's like building a house and then living in it. But here, you're building your own house and you're living in that house that you made the way you want it, and it's so freeing. I like to write what I like to read. I like fun contemporaries, I like amazing space adventures, and I like murdered, not in real life obviously, but in books. So I think that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you enjoy. You can add me as a NaNoWriMo buddy in the description below. I will see you in my next video. Goodbye! I had just forgotten what the last sentence of 2015, the novel I wrote, and I just read it. Boy! Something I want to address while I'm here in the end credits. How dare you? Okay, here's something that I have discovered recently. NaNoWriMo cheaters. There's NaNoWriMo cheaters. Okay, and you're like, what's a NaNoWriMo cheater? What are you talking about? The people that write the story before it's actually NaNoWriMo. National Novel Writing Month, you're supposed to write the 50,000 words in November. I understand if you have 50,000 more words to write in your story, then you can just continue where you left off and write those 50,000 words. But I don't like the people that write 20,000 words in October and in September. NaNoWriMo comes along and then they just put in that they have 20,000 words, and then it's like day 2 and they have like 30,000 words, and you're like, excuse me, how did you do that? And then they're like, oh, I'm just a fast writer. No, you're not. You cheated. Like last year, I remember one of my buddies had like 40,000 words, like 45,000 words on day 2, and I was like, whoa, what? And then I watched one of their vlogs, and they were like, oh, I started this earlier the year. How dare you? And then you look at their word counts, and they write like the 5,000, and then it's over. It's like, you wrote 5,000 words in November? Oh, congrats, you won. No, you didn't. You wrote 5,000 words. How dare you? Because it's like, I worked so hard to get that little purple winner thing, and you write 5,000 words and you get it. Okay, chapter 1. The hustling from the docks is full of chaos. I hear shots. Shots! No, I meant to say shouts. Is that goals or is that goals? Honestly.